But we're all about standards and values here at Smacking Off.
I'm the great smack talker on the fucking face of the earth right now.
You're just jealous of my shine.
Today's in there tripping on acid, man. This is going to be a great episode.
I try to do my part, guys. SEC player of the year, bro. Come on, that's like being the smartest kid in your special ed class, bro. Ain't nobody take that seriously.
Are you pooping?
I believe that's what they call
You're
it.
pooping. I don't hear pee sounds. Dude, you're making...
Because I would beat your goddamn brains out.
No, USC is far better than Oklahoma historically.
Don't be ridiculous right now.
You fucking talking.
What the fuck are you saying about the SEC, bro?
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
Meatloaf is moist as my pussy gets. I promise you that.
Jesus Christ, that hurt. I'm still going to have it.
Smacking off the podcast.
Bro, I'm gonna be a SoundCloud rapper, bro.
That is the best thing you've ever said on this
And
show.
welcome back to another episode of Smacking Off the Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with Doug Phillips, my lovely producer, co-host, man of the hour. You're the man of every hour.
What hour? I mean, why?
I don't know.
Why this hour?
Because this is the hour we're doing the podcast.
All right.
Yeah, if it weren't for you, I'd be fucked right now. That's a true story.
From behind?
Smacking off game predictions with our guest prognosticator, Jayson Hostetler.
We're joined with our, actually a brand new contributor to the show, Mr. Jayson Hostetler, who has just informed us he's coming live from Louisiana, yet he is a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. Very interesting. Jayson, how you doing tonight?
Good. How y'all doing?
What? So you're not an LSU fan?
I'm the one person that goes to the parties and I root against LSU.
Whoa, you're like my new best friend that lives in Louisiana now, except for Lee.
Yeah.
Well, Lee Boo's in Connecticut, but he's from there. Yeah. So are you originally from Nebraska, or you have ties there, family?
Nah, I was born in Texas and lived in Louisiana, but my dad side of the family, they're all from there.
Oh, okay. So you've actually been up there and got a chance to hang out in Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You ever attend any games?
Not a Nebraska game, but I have attended a Texas game and some small colleges around here. But
So you're also a Longhorn fan too.
Well, it was more of free tickets.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hell, I went to Auburn with some free tickets.
You
before,
can't be a
so.
Nebraska fan and a Longhorn fan. That couldn't work.
Nah.
They killed the Big 12.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's the last one propping them up. Those guys.
All right, man. You want to go over these games? You are the very first guest picker of the year, and we're going to pick on, I guess, the 10 top games of the week. And if you have any you want to add to it, that'll be fine.
There's a few good ones. There's also a couple very interesting conversations here, and I want to jump right out at one that I've kind of been chatting online about, and that's that FAU-Oklahoma game.
FAU and Oklahoma, I see it being close at halftime, but I believe in the second half, Oklahoma is going to prove that they are the more superior team with more depth. And
yeah, there is a ass load more talent.
You think it's going to be a high-scoring game?
I say it's going to be about 30 to 24 at halftime, and then it's probably going to be about 60 to 32, somewhere around there.
I believe what's the line on that game? Like 21 Oklahoma.
I really didn't pull up the line.
I know we're not doing lines tonight, but I just because again I have been chatting about this particular game right here. I love to ruffle the feathers of the Sooner fans, the Soobers as I refer to them as.
You want me to pull the line up, you said?
Yeah, go and pull the line up. I want to say it's 21 Oklahoma. Don't quote me on that, but go ahead and quote me on that. I don't know. Kiffin has had a couple of years down there to kind of actually take control of that program. They're certainly playing a lot better ball down there. They're a very insignificant program that suddenly became infinite by one of the, more, more entertaining names in college football right now. Lane Kiffin and that Twitter account, man. I love that dude. I really do. I miss him. Of course, Doug and myself are both Alabama fans, so it's pretty well known. So, he did a pretty good job here. They let's see, is that their pull that back up just for a second. Scroll that back up. Yeah, they did I say that right? FAU was 11-3 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's
11 games.
11 games at FAU. That's almost unheard of. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that's unprecedented. So I expect a really good matchup. In fact, I do expect it to be kind of a higher scoring affair going into halftime. I don't know.
It's a 21-point line, like you said.
Yeah.
One wire actually has it at 24.
Which actually, I would probably go 20. I'd go with the agency that's going to give you 21 on that one. I would think.
Yeah, I'll take the 24.
The only problem that I have is that Oklahoma's defense last year was a big dark spot, and quite frankly, I think is what cost them the national championship, or at least the chance to play in the big game.
I don't think Okie wins by more than. I'm thinking it's going to be about a 20-point differential.
I think I don't know. I think 30, because once they finally make what adjustments they're going to need to make, if they're able and capable of it, because again, Oklahoma does have talent on defense, no two ways around it. But they finished at the end of last year somewhere ranked around 70th nationally, and we all know that Kiffin, even though he's only playing with a handful of 2-star players down there, maybe a 3-star somewhere, but even with the diminished talent that he has, I think he's going to be able to kind of keep rolling with them through a good portion of the game. Now, that being said, I expect, because they have that lack of talent, that lack of depth, that Oklahoma clearly has the advantage on, that Oklahoma's going to pull away in a big way down toward the
they will
stretch.
pull away.
And one thing I do see is there's a lot of young players that I think are going to be playing for Oklahoma on defense. I think that's going to elevate their defense, especially for the veterans and stuff. Because I think I saw 2 freshmen that were supposed to start for them, true freshmen, and I just think that they're going to be improved this year. Not a top 10 defense by no means, but a lot better than it was last year.
Well, and also too, their DC, even though he is very well connected,
he's coaching for his job, I believe.
He is coaching, regardless if he's Bob Stoops' brother or not. He is definitely coaching for his job.
Yep.
No two ways around it.
So you're a Big Ten guy. What do you think about this Northwestern at Purdue? Because Purdue's really getting a little bit of hype.
I can't pick that game. I really can't. I had problems when we did our little pick'em thing in the group. I had problems with this game. I really did.
At first, I thought it was going to be a close one, but then I looked at it. I think Northwestern's defense will end up pulling this out. I just think, because I looked, I used my little Phil Steele magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense ain't that good.
Good bathroom.
Or I mean, it's good, but it's like about how Purdue's is.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense is more of a top 20 type.
And you think they're good enough to go on the road and beat Purdue?
Yeah.
What's your score prediction on that one?
I had Northwestern winning by 7 to 10 points. I mean, it's going to be a close game.
Gotcha.
But I just think I'm more, I guess, old school. I'm more of a defense wins.
Oh, yeah. I'm still of that frame of mind myself.
Yeah.
What about Texas at Maryland? Maryland went to Austin last year and upset Texas.
Yeah, and this don't really have to do with the talent on the field. I think Texas come in there and beats them probably by 14 to 21 points, strictly because of all the head coaching drama with DJ Durkin right now. I just think Texas is gonna. I just think it's too much on Maryland's mind and stuff.
I agree.
If you want to win the game, you gotta take good aim and get the most marbles with your hippo. Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hungry, Hungry Hippos is the name of the game, and whoever hippo gets the most marbles wins.
Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
I win!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos, new from Hasbro.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack Line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
Happiest games of the day: Louisville and Alabama in Orlando.
I think it's gonna go how most. I think it's gonna be a close game in the first quarter, and then right after Louisville gets its little spurt out, then it's gonna turn into probably like a 60-20 win for Bama.
You know, most interestingly, who's going to be starting at quarterback for that game? That is a hotly contested debate right now.
Well, we know who's starting for Louisville, but Alabama.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and I'm going to make this prediction, and we'll see if it comes true. And if it's true, then I want to talk about it next week. And if it's not, I don't want to mention it again.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You can bring it up. Either way, if I'm wrong.
You know I will.
Here's what.
Especially if you're wrong.
Here's what's going to happen. Hurts is going to be under center first.
I think you're right.
If he does good, then you're still going to see Tua on the second series.
Well, now let me ask you a question. If you see Hurts under center, do you see him attempt to make more throws, or do you see him playing pretty much the same vanilla game that he plays? Which is more than enough to win against Louisville.
It's hard to put a finger on. I actually heard he had a pretty good practice here in fall practices one time. Here's what I don't know what Hurts will do, but I think he'll be under center first, and I think that no matter what he does, Tua will be out on the second series. But I think if Hurts leads us on a scoring drive, then you're going to see Hurts rotate in and out until he looks bad.
Yeah.
But if he looks bad on the first drive, I don't think you'll see him again in the game.
Yeah. To be fair, we also have both of us attending the spring game. We've got a decent, capable third-string quarterback as well.
Mac Jones,
or Jones, yeah. Miami versus LSU. How do you feel about that one?
Miami LSU. That was to me one of the hardest games, but I just have to go with LSU just because. My bad. Miami just because I'm not sold on the quarterback in that LSU, and I'm not sold on Ed Orgeron, but I do think after that game, LSU will find some tracking and be probably a 9-3 team.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of with you on that one. Coach O has not sold me at all. He did a marginal job last year. He got lucky in the win versus Auburn, I think.
Here's my thoughts on it. I think that Mark Richt will figure out a way to lose this game. But I agree, LSU will have a decent year. What's your score prediction on this one, Jayson?
I say probably about 28-17.
28-17 Hurricanes.
Yeah.
All right, game of the day, in my opinion.
I think so.
Washington versus Auburn in Atlanta.
Big game, big top 10 matchup.
This one, I've seen a lot of stuff on the group, but I just don't see how Auburn pulls it out. They got a good defensive line, but their secondary to me is average for the SEC. And while Washington going to have a top 10 defensive backs, I believe top 20 linebackers, top 20 defensive line. Offensive line is one of the best in the country. Jake Browning's one of the best in the country.
Man, dude, you could have summed this whole thing up by just saying that Auburn doesn't beat good teams on the road.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
even though this is practically a home game, if you look at geographically where both teams are coming from.
So was the last 2 games they played, which was in the same stadium.
You're right. Atlanta is what, 3.5 hours away from Auburn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't beat a Georgia team that they demolished in Jordan-Hare.
Destroyed.
Couldn't beat Central Florida.
Yeah, could not beat Central Florida, and actually turned Central Florida. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Central Florida is now listed because they got 1 vote from one, I'm sure, a Florida newspaper.
Oh, you're talking to a Nebraska fan here.
They are actually, well, and again, fuck UCF.
But Scott Frost has said since then that he don't think he was the champion.
Well, and again, because he's saying that because he's the Nebraska head coach now. If he was if he was still the UCF head coach, bet your ass he would still be any hot microphone. He'd be. Oh yeah, by the way, we should have been national championships.
He's in the big leagues now, and he needs that committee.
Yeah.
Too. So
yeah, he and again, he doesn't have the UCF boosters to appeal to anymore. So I think that, and again. We've talked about that particular subject ad nauseum, but I thought it was interesting after all was said and done that in the NCAA history books now, when you flip over to 2000, the winners of the 2018 playoffs, there's a little asterisk down there next to UCF.
Yeah, but did they put
about that, man?
Didn't they just put 2008 Utah in there?
I'm not sure. Did they?
I saw something about that they they was not in there, but that they just put them in there. I guess they just started to accept that poll or something. I got
a poll they can accept. Let's go to Michigan and Notre Dame. This is another huge matchup too, because I really honestly believe that this is going to set the tone for what we can expect out of Michigan this year.
And Notre Dame.
Now,
Michigan at Notre Dame. Yeah. I think Notre Dame's going to be very good this year. I really do.
I really do, too.
But anyway, go ahead.
I got Michigan in that. It's going to be it's going to be more defense than offense, and I believe that they'll pull the game out probably 14-10.
Yeah, I'm
wow, that sounds. You don't see many 14-10s.
And I would say that he's probably right on that. There's going to be a lot of defense in that game. Now, and Michigan is also starting the new their new hot shot Ole Miss quarterback Shea Patterson this year. That's also going to be interesting too to see how he handles a defense outside the SEC, which arguably are some of the best defenses in the country.
All right, now here's the biggest game of the day for people who live in North Knoxville. Tennessee and West Virginia.
I hope West Virginia just destroys them.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Fuck Tennessee. Fuck Tennessee. I cannot say it enough.
Hold on for a second. Andrea Charles, he's just trying to fuck with you.
No.
He knows you're going to listen to this.
Fuck Phil Formler and his big fat whore mouth. Yeah, that's how I feel about all of that, actually. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Tennessee and West Virginia.
I was back and forth on this, but I just got to go with West Virginia because Tennessee just having a quarterback conundrum, and plus the fans of Tennessee. I remember I joined some group, and they all thought that Tennessee was on Nebraska's level all time, so I'm just going to go with West Virginia there.
We need a reference after when we get off air. We need to send him a clip of the blue blood conversation that we had, which actually has both of those teams mentioned quite a bit.
Tennessee and Nebraska.
Yes.
Tennessee is not on Nebraska's level. They're missing a lot of hardware.
But right now, at 2018 opening game, Tennessee versus West Virginia, though, as far as where both of those teams are at, there's quite a few exclamation points. One of the better quarterbacks in the land is going to be under center for West Virginia. Tennessee has a brand spanking new coach.
I'm not going to give it away, but I feel like Tennessee is going to pull this game out. But just agree to disagree with you fuckers. on
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, but I think West Virginia's going to spank that ass. I really do. Just because there's just too many, and he pointed it out, there's just too many question marks with Tennessee right now. They could come out and win 30-10, hell, or 31-10. Hell, who
Andre,
knows?
he's doodling a picture right now that looks a lot like you.
Yeah, and it's got a dick on their forehead. Okay, so what's your score prediction of that game?
I'm thinking about. It's hard because if Tennessee comes down just together, it could be close. But I'm thinking about 35-14.
Ooh. I don't know. I think it'll be a little closer than that. A little bit.
Well,
Yeah, what?
Andre is not going to. Shit's going to hit the fan when Andre hears this shit.
I don't
Going.
know. She can suck that dick on her forehead that I'm drawing right now. Oh, okay.
How about Kimberly?
No, I'm not going to harsh on Kimberly. It was her birthday the other day.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, she's an old person now.
This come with a laser sight?
We're shooting targets?
No, him.
I cannot sell you the straight jackets.
Okay, $400.
Sir.
Hey! I like these. That's great. We'll take a dozen. How's this for throwing?
What are you throwing at?
People. See you next week.
Penn and Teller, living in Vegas, live at the Rio.
Please visit smackingoff.com for all of your smacking off needs.
Ole Miss versus Texas Tech.
Yep, that's a neutral site game, but it's in Texas. So
Starting now, I was leaning towards Texas Tech because of Ole Miss and the probation and stuff. But after seeing it, I just think Ole Miss probably wins in a shootout. Probably, I'd say about 45-38.
Okay. Yeah, close game.
sounds like an entertaining one.
You know that Barrett Salee picked Ole Miss in the Alabama-Ole Miss game this year? Because, you know, Alabama's got to travel to Ole Miss for that game. Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah.
I mean, who does?
That's a troll.
That's their bowl game. I mean, so.
Yeah, that'll probably be the only bowl game that Ole Miss will have this year. I don't know. They might go bowling.
I don't know.
Probably go to the Birmingham Bowl.
They're not eligible, are they?
Are they still ineligible?
That's why I say that.
Yeah, they're ineligible.
So that will be their bowl game.
Yeah.
That or Auburn.
Yeah, true.
All right, BYU at Arizona. Arizona is actually getting a lot of hype.
A lot of hype, yeah.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
And BYU, they're a bunch of Mormons.
Yeah, there's Mormonism there.
Yeah, I got Arizona winning that game probably by about 21 points.
The Mormonism is not going to do anything here?
Yeah, there's no amount of magic underwear that's going to save them from this situation.
Joseph Smith, is that his name?
Yeah.
It's not going to help.
Yeah. I think he's...
what was the angel's name?
I don't know about... I've never really read the whole thing.
Or something. No, I'm thinking of the Smurfs.
Yeah. I felt like I was going to conjure up some kind of evil spirit if I continued to read. Might have been a good read.
The book?
The Book of Mormon, yeah. You know, you find an old copy of those, like a really, really old copy.
Jason, you're not a Mormon, are you?
Oh, no.
Excellent. Well, he lives in Louisiana. Name one Mormon that lives in Louisiana. Can't do it.
Let me think about it for a
Can't
second.
do it.
I don't know a lot of people from Louisiana.
No Scientologists either, I'm sure.
There's got to be a Mormon down there.
No, that's Catholic country down there.
Oh, my God.
They don't
Virginia Tech at Florida State.
They don't have counties. They have parishes.
They do.
Yeah.
Which are just another word for county, but...
Well, yeah, but it's the Catholic word for county. Because they have, like, priests and stuff involved.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Instead of a mayor, they got a head priest?
I guess. I don't know.
Cool.
In the town that you live in, do you have a priest or a mayor?
We don't have it either.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a great town.
Anarchy?
Small town.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's just
do you have
small
cops? Is this a copless town?
We got Vernon Parish cop, just one sheriff sheriff department.
It's like a sheriff and a buddy of his, like Andy and Barney, kind of. Except they talk with Cajun accents.
Oh, no. We're more northern than that. Once about 20 miles south is whenever you start to get the Cajun.
Well, you got a little bit in
coon ass.
So you're just close.
You have a little bit of coon ass in you, just a little bit. Judging on your accent. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, just go down south about 20 miles, and you can't even understand what they're saying.
Got some corn dog motherfuckers down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, what do you think about Virginia Tech at Florida State?
I think Florida State takes it. Probably 28-17.
Hey, that's pretty close to. I'm feeling like it's a 10-point game myself. Florida State at home taking the game. You have any other games you want to throw in here?
Other than the Nebraska and Akron game,
Is Terry Bowden still the coach of Akron?
Huh?
Is Terry Bowden still the coach at Akron?
Yep.
Terry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Terry.
Well, I know his dad, because he usually goes to his big games, or whenever they go against a big opponent, and his dad is not gonna come, and they were asking him, Terry, why, and he said, well, we're playing against Nebraska, and he don't want to make that long of a drive for what's gonna
happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, Bobby don't. Does Bobby even know who he is anymore?
Yeah, Bobby's got to be what, like 90 something now.
Yeah.
He's
an old
88.
Yeah, he's an old fart.
Yeah, the last game that he coached, the last season he coached, I listened to him talk in press conferences, and he would talk about the game, and it was nothing that actually happened in the game.
And he kind of forgot about what he was talking about in the middle of the sentence.
When Florida State beat Alabama.
Look at the reporters and say, who are you people?
When Florida State
why are you in my house?
Beat Alabama in Saban's first year, and he did the press conference, he actually talked about the winning score, and the score he was describing was one of Alabama's scores.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, and again, he was supposed to be Alabama's head coach.
So maybe he just got lost in the... Yeah, he was old.
Could you imagine?
No,
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Come on, you should.
Did y'all hear? Well, this was, I don't know if it was around the nation, but back in the late '80s, or no, the late '70s, Tom Osborne was supposed to go to Colorado, and he almost went.
Yeah, bad move. It would have been a bad move.
Yeah, it would have been a really bad move.
Oh yeah, but the reason why, because Nebraska was not winning. That was 6 years after the back-to-back titles, and the boosters were talking about firing him, and Colorado, I think they doubled his pay, or
you did say in the middle 70s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
it makes sense. He took over for a legend, and he wasn't living up at that point. Nebraska had a lot of patience with Osborne, though, and it ended up
paid off.
It paid off.
It paid off big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, we're fixing to have to jump over to another segment, and this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it. Can we get you on later in the season?
Yeah.
As soon as Nebraska plays a big game, man, we're gonna be hitting you up.
Yeah, there's a few of them coming up.
All right,
man. I appreciate it.
Take care, man.
You too.
From the world of Sid and Marty Krofft, HR Puff and Stuff is now available to buy and own on video. Pretend that you're buying it for your children. You know they'll love it as much as you did. For the fun.
Everybody talks here on Living Island.
The humour.
This is your gorgeous leader.
The colourful characters. It's simply great fun for the whole family. Pretend as much as you like, but give it to the kids to watch sometimes. Available through all good video retailers at $19.95.
Talk about winning championships. They're a champion. They've won the biggest championship, and that's a championship of life.
Each week, Smacking Off presents our Life Championship Top 10. This week's Life 10 is brought to you by Bad Month Tires. You don't have the swag for Goodyear, so why not aim for the middle? Bad Month Tires, the most economical tire money can buy. Also brought to you by Doyle Hargrave Construction.
Stay out of my goddamn face, you fucking buzzard.
Also brought to you by Dapper Dan Pomade.
but I don't want fuck, goddammit. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
And now, this week's Life Championship Top 10 preseason rankings. Number 10. The Miami Hurricanes. Number 9. The Washington Huskies. Number 8. The Florida State Seminoles. Number 7. The Georgia Bulldogs. Number 6. The UCF Knights. Number 5. The West Virginia Mountaineers. Number 4. The LSU Tigers. Number 3. The Auburn Tigers. Number 2. The Wisconsin Badgers. And number 1. Numero uno, most likely champion of life for 2018. The Michigan Wolverines.
This segment is brought to you by Family Smack. Fuck your mama, fuck your daddy and fuck your entire face.
Please welcome Jack Cann and Kimberly Teague to discuss Saturday's Tennessee West Virginia game.
No, I don't think we're going to beat the shit. I said by 7. But we have to control Greer, and we have, and I just think Pruitt's defense is going to do that.
Bend his finger back until. What happened to his finger last year?
It wasn't good.
It almost came off, didn't it?
He against Texas, he was running in for a touchdown, go for the pylon, got hit, and hit it like off the guy in the pylon and broke the finger.
It was painful to look at.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I was there at the game, and we were watching, and then I got on and saw pictures later, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's when we knew how tough he was, because he just told him, just tape this shit up.
I'm ready. We can do this. Put a popsicle stick on it.
They didn't.
Yeah. You ever done that before, like sprain your finger and put the popsicle stick on it, wrap it up? It shit works.
No, and I'm sure you
Actually, yes, and it does.
Shit works. It does.
Well, because that's all they do. I fractured my finger slamming it in a pneumatic door, cut it all the way to the bone, all the way through, and but it only fractured it. It didn't actually break it, and that's all they do. They stitched it up, obviously, but they just put a splint on it and wrapped it up.
You would have used the popsicle stick, you would have saved hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, stitches. What do you need stitches for?
You would have saved thousands of dollars, actually.
One of the very best episodes we've ever done. I had my head literally gashed wide open.
It's absolutely true.
Yes, it was.
He had a big hole in his head. He actually wore his hat, so I didn't have to look at it.
Yeah. The hat was actually, I think, is what
I think you actually told me I really need to air this out, but I'm just going to go ahead and wear this out so you don't have to look at it.
It was pretty ugly.
It was.
That was the JPC Paul Garner episode, probably the most legendary episode that we've done yet. We've had some good ones, but man, there's nothing that has come close to that one. That one right there was
I don't know. Tiggy and them last week wasn't nearly as aggressive, but it was just hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was. That was one that I actually listened all the way through.
Oh, so you don't listen to every single episode all the way through? What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's going to listen to this
one. I know.
Yeah, she's going to have to listen to this one all the way through.
All right, let's get going now. Let's
drink a pineapple LaCroix while she does it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk some West Virginia first. Jack Cann, how do you feel about your Mountaineers this year?
Offensively, I think we're going to be really scary. Of course, you have Greer. You have David Sills, who led the country in touchdown receptions last year. Gary Jennings, who went over 1,000 yards. We have also will be interesting to see. We have T.J. Simmons, who transferred from Alabama, who should be coming in, should be pretty good.
Never heard of him.
Marcus Sims as well, who played some last year and was pretty good too. Defensively, hope it's a little better than last year. Last year wasn't good. But we've added a couple of grad transfers that should help strengthen that a little bit, and that'll probably depend. I think that will determine a lot of the success is if our defense can progress from last year. But I think we should be pretty good.
The coolest thing about West Virginia is when Holgerson, you ever seen him run his hands over his hair? And his hair just starts sticking straight up.
Mine does that too.
He needs a haircut. You know,
I do too.
Sorry, you know, what's his name from Oklahoma State? Mike Gundy.
Yeah.
He don't have a fucking mullet anymore.
Yeah.
His mullet's gone.
Yeah, well, it should have been gone like 15 years ago.
No.
I don't. When did mullets?
He didn't have one 15 years ago.
When did mullets officially go out of style?
It was in the late 80s.
It was long before he decided to grow a mullet. So really, by fashion dictates that he should have never had the mullet to begin with.
He actually told this story. He come in one spring practice, and one of the players said, "Dude, you got something going on that's looking really close to a mullet."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, really?" He went and looked it up on the internet. He never heard of a mullet.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I love
so there you go."
And then he just started growing his mullet, and then it became a big thing. And like he said, it probably meant millions of dollars for the university because it was getting them all kind of press.
Behind this when we go to do our production after the fact, can you do Wesley Willis singing "Cut the Mullet"?
Absolutely.
Behind this, yeah, I think that would be.
Even if they get us on the copyright, it's worth it.
I think it is. We'll just throw every single dollar that we're going to make off this episode away for Wesley Willis and his estate.
Let's do it.
I like that idea.
All right, Kimberly, how you feeling about these balls?
Well, I mean, I'm feeling good. It's, of course, we're an unknown commodity. I mean, we got some, a lot of guys coming back, but the problem is, they were underdeveloped. Butch didn't utilize them like he should have. And,
well, why should he utilize somebody that he didn't develop properly? I mean, Are you not a fan of your former head coach, Butch Jones?
No.
No, I think you're just...
Kimberly, I just want to throw this out there, and I think this was probably going to make you feel a lot better about this. He's washing the fuck out of some Saban cars right now, and they're looking better than they have in years.
Yeah, he is. He's a good car washer.
He's sitting in the back of the class with the football players listening to the coaches.
That's where he belongs. I don't see a single problem with this. I really don't. He's learning from the greatest coach in college football history, probably
at least in modern times.
In the modern times, but I would probably venture to say that he's probably going to go down as the greatest of all time if he keeps on the same trajectory he's on now.
Depending on how long he goes.
Even if he never goes to another national championship. I'm sorry, I talked all over you. What'd you say?
I said I'm not going to disagree with you guys on that, but I thought we were talking about Tennessee and West Virginia.
I know, but it's important for us to talk about Butch Jones and how far he's fallen. I thought that was going to make you happy, but whatever, fuck you.
Yeah, of course he's laughing at the bank, but anyway, we won't.
No, he's not. He's only getting paid $20,000 a year. So that's the other important thing.
Not from Tennessee.
No, not from Tennessee.
He's making a lot more.
Yeah, he's still. But I'm saying from Alabama. Alabama's paying him what he's truly worth, and that's like
exactly
the salary of an assistant manager at McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
make more money than Butch Jones does at Alabama, and I would feel better about it if he wasn't getting all that Tennessee money still. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, when I was working, I made more money than Butch Jones is getting in Alabama. So hey.
Oh well, you're a housewife living in the lap of luxury. I mean, I'm sure you're making a lot more.
Well,
than
right
that.
now, just this past year.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Are you going back to work?
I hope so.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We haven't really.
This is the Trump economy. There's jobs
I
out
don't know.
there.
I'm kind of enjoying laying around and eating bonbons and being on Smack pages. So I don't know. I might not.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you go back to work, then who's going to admin our group?
I know, right?
I got a couple. I got a couple people that I got mine.
It'll fall apart.
They left today. In fact, we'll just go ahead and get them. Please,
no,
don't leave.
So, okay. So big things that we had issues with last year is
coach. We got that out of the way.
Protecting the coach and just not utilizing and training. So I mean, I think that
you pretty high on Pruitt. You think Pruitt's going to be the guy?
Yeah, I am. I'm hopefully optimistic that he's going to be the coach that I think he can be. As far as defensively, there's no question. I think he can do it. It's just whether or not he can combine those skills and be an offensive at a full head coach.
Seems like he's got a pretty good staff. He's got a good staff in place.
He does have a good staff in place. And we've got some good guys on there that I think are going to protect. It's going to be interesting to see which quarterback he uses. I think he's listed as Garantano, but I'm interested to see if he plays in some of the newer guys too. Just to see what they're made of. I think defensively we're going to keep it close, even if West Virginia wins. That's why I say by a touchdown only, just because I think the defense is gonna hold them back, and they're gonna wear. I think they're gonna wear them out.
I actually picked Tennessee to win this one in my pick'ems.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know why. I have a feeling I'm probably going to be horribly disappointed. I don't know. I really think
if Tennessee doesn't win this game, it could be a really long year.
It could be. Now, and again, it depends on how they lose. If it's a close game that's decided down toward the very end of the fourth quarter, then yeah, I don't see any team, whichever team loses, should be ashamed of their showing. But if it's a lopsided affair, it's going to be a really, really, really long season for Tennessee, particularly after what they faced last year. Because we all know that the Tennessee fan base is probably the saltiest ever. So.
I didn't say that.
She got really quiet when I said that because it's fucking true.
No, I actually don't. I don't think we're salty in that we're just
tired of losing.
We're worn down.
I'm a ref being chased out of town after the worst game of my career. You forget one down, and the whole stadium turns on you. And if you have cut rate insurance, it may not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
You are now listening to Smacking Off the Podcast. Like and comment on our damn videos. Subscribe to our fucking channel. I really hate you dumb fuckers need to be told that. You should have already subscribed. Jesus fucking Christ.
You have people saying this is our year. I wasn't one of those. But I was always like, okay.
You should be friends with more Auburn fans. I think y'all have a lot in common these days.
Kimberly, I endured Alabama from 1997 through 2007.
The Mike years.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I still adore, my Vols. I have since 1971 when I went to 76 when I went to my first game. But yeah, there's been years when I've been quiet.
I'm never quiet.
Especially recently.
If Alabama's losing, I will be making more noise than I do now.
I'm not talking about quiet and, as far as defending them, I'm talking about just like, okay, what's going to happen next? What are we going to do? What's going to shape up? Who's going to be next? And I definitely wasn't quiet during the coaching search at all.
In 1976, I was 1 year old.
Yeah, I know. I'm older than
young.
You. You're a lot older than me. You're an old hag.
No, you're just barely old. She's the same age as me.
Oh. Yeah,
she's a little bit younger.
You're a lot older than me too.
Not a lot.
Yeah, you are.
How old are you?
It don't matter.
What do you got? 44?
No. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm not that old.
How old are you?
No, you just turned 40, right? Or you're 39?
Yeah, I'm 39. That's right.
He's over 40. I don't.
Shut the fuck up about it. Why you keep saying it like that?
My brother.
Well, hold on. He was born in 75, so.
I don't want to talk to you.
It's pretty easy, man.
I don't want to talk to either one of you right now.
Yeah, you're 4 years younger than me.
So, Jack Cann, how you doing tonight? It's your first time on the show, huh?
Jack Cann's asleep.
Yeah, Jack's over there making a sandwich right now. He's
Are you making a sandwich?
He's muted this conversation. Fuck them.
No, Mom. Still right here.
Fuck those Vols?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to hear more of that because I'm pulling all the heavy lifting over here. I need your help.
Of course, I'm kind of being a homer, just talking about.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're here for. You're doing exactly as you were contracted to do when we talked to your agent about you coming on.
This game, if this were, say, next year or a couple years, and Pruitt, who's changing everything around, had some time to get through that, I might feel a little more worried. With this year, with it being their first game and really still not knowing much, I really think we should win probably kind of comfortably, but by a couple touchdowns.
You got a score prediction?
I would say, and also going into, just because first games can be kind of sloppy, I would say 38-17, we kind of pull away a little later than
with the best one of the best quarterbacks in the nation right now. I think there's not too much hard debate on that subject.
No, he is. He's good.
Kimberly, let him have it.
I just think that we're going to wear him down, and I mean, okay, yes, so Greer is good, but
we're talking about this football game. We're not talking about your love life, all right? So
no, I'm just saying there's no way that they're going to pull out 38-17. Now
that shit ain't in the cards, is it?
No.
If
Pruitt is a proven winner.
If they pull ahead by say 2 or 3 touchdowns in the first half, then maybe they win it. But I don't see it happening. I see our defense shutting it down, and I see them going after Greer, and I think that they're going to wear him down to the point where the line is it's not going to happen.
So it's going to pretty much be shades of like last year's Auburn-Clemson game where Stidham got sacked 11 times. Is that what we're talking about here?
I mean, maybe not that many times, but I'm thinking that they're going to,
that is like a really large number of times to allow your quarterback to get sacked before you do something.
I think we should start a new tradition right here. We're gonna premiere a game every week. We're gonna just like we're doing this week.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's right in this conversation, I think we should bring on for a 5 to 10 second soundbite for the next week's episode, just for a big "fuck you, I told you so."
Yeah, I fucking told you, you dumbass. Yeah, I mean, get nasty.
I'm not even joking.
We should redneck hillbilly.
There you go. Yeah, like that.
We should kick the episode off with it instead of the little line that you say before the theme song kicks in. We should have that little bite.
I think that's fair.
All right, it's a done deal.
All right,
sounds good.
All
right, Jack, we'll be talking to you.
Yeah, Jack, I want you to dog cuss her. I want you to dog cuss her so bad. Think of the very worst person in your life that has done the most damage to you as a human being, and project every bit of that onto Kimberly, if you could, please.
I could do that.
Excellent, man. That's what we're talking about here on Smacking Off the podcast.
Kimberly, all jokes aside, we'll talk to you right after the game.
I don't know. No, actually, I'm going in and changing my pick. I could still do that.
Yeah, you can.
Jack, I'm behind your Mountaineers all the way.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because you're an asshole. That's all.
It's because of your mom's ex-boyfriend, Phil Fulmer.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! Do I need to kill the episode?
No, we're going to talk about this for a minute. About
which, by the way, we discussed that. I even got the name of the other person that was on the double date. My mom was actually with somebody else. Phil and.
So she was cheating on somebody else with Phil Fulmer?
No, she was with. They said she and this other dude sat on the back of the car while Phil finger banged her friend.
Yeah.
All right.
So Phil. So
who can we get on the show?
So wait a minute. So Phil did not finger bang your mom. He actually finger banged your mom's friend.
Correct.
That's a lie from the pits of hell. You know your mama got fingered by Phil Fulmer. He's got some fat hands too. I bet he's still got 3 fingers up in there.
He does have fat hands.
Yeah. Wonder if he made your mom squirt.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask that question.
Excuse me, your mom's friend.
It doesn't really.
You don't talk to your mom about that sort of thing?
Well, we did, but I didn't ask her. Hey, did he make you squirt?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, you should have. That would have been really interesting for the show. You could have told her that. Hey, I'm going to be on a podcast later and talk about this to a bunch of strangers.
Right. And I need juicy details.
Yeah, like juicy details. Like seriously, Mom.
Well, we did talk about the weird coincidence that I took a couple classes at Motley State, which is over in Middle Tennessee, where Fulmore and my parents are from.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually was in a math and an English class with his first wife.
Oh, really?
First wife.
Did she have some? Did she have some juicy gossip?
No, I should have gotten some from her.
You really
though.
should have. Like, get
So
into
I know I'm no good at this kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, you need to find out like the most disturbing thing you can about Phil Fulmer in particular, so we can use that in our
like what
broadcast.
his favorite sexual position is. And that
Yeah, I
sort of
kind
thing.
like that. Like, does he like to jerk off and look at himself in the mirror when he does it? That sort of thing. Yeah.
All right, guys. It was real.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
Hey, now wait a minute. Now I want to know: is Jack going to be at the game?
Jack, are you going to the game?
I'm not going to be able to make it.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the game.
She's going to be there. You need to go meet her.
I am. I'm actually going to be club level.
Oh, this club level over here.
Jack's going to be watching this on the big screen.
Yeah, he's going to be watching it from the best
y'all
seat.
might see me.
I'm going to actually be watching it on
out
TV
the
too.
stadium.
Well,
yeah, I know y'all won't be watching the game, but
I will
you might
watch the game.
record it.
Yes, I'm gonna watch as much as I can of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good game.
So it is going to be a good game.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm excited about this matchup. It maybe should be one like we do each year or every few years.
Yeah, definitely a natural rivalry. I mean,
there's mountains in West Virginia. There's mountains in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Appalachians run through both. Yeah, I mean they're calling it the Moonshine Bowl, right?
Both states are rumored to have sexual relations with their family members. You know.
Well, so is Alabama.
I know.
But whatever.
I know.
Well,
Don't bring that old chestnut up again.
it's an Appalachian thing because it actually stretches down in Alabama.
Yeah.
Too.
There's not many people live on the mountains, and you get lonely up there. And you look across the room, and there's the sunlight.
That's all I have to do.
The sunlight hits your sister's the nape of her neck, just so.
Jack, what does West Virginians say?
Just mostly let's go Mountaineers.
Let's go Mountaineers.
You need to work on something better. You need to hook them up with something
I
better.
know, right? I mean, like I know several of the Tennessee ones, like TEESSEE Tennessee, and then there's the VOLS. Go ball, go! Yeah, I mean, yeah. Come on, dude.
Hey, we're still on the air. Hey guys, what's going on? We still talking here?
I am.
Hey, okay, yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I completely fell asleep when you started doing that shit.
You tuned out during my Tennessee cheers?
No, I fell asleep. Actually, that's like worse than tuning out. Because tuning out, you still somehow stay awake, or like take yourself to your happy place or something like that. But when somebody starts talking some shit and you fall asleep during the middle of it, then.
All right, guys, we're going to have to cut this one short because
Andrea is not talking in this one. Where's Andrea at tonight?
She's coming on in the next segment.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Get out of town.
Yeah, the SEC preview.
Yes.
We get both you girls tonight. That's awesome.
If we don't stop this one, you're not going to get a break between these two.
This is true. Yeah. You need to hurry your ass up.
All right.
All
right. Fuck you both.
I'm good.
Fuck you both and go.
No, I like Jack. But Kimberly can definitely go fuck herself.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I do. Often.
You do.
Go
yeah,
Mountaineers.
You got
Is that what it was?
Vibrating rabbit in your thing.
And fuck the nothing sucks like the big orange.
Did you hear the way she said, "Oh yeah"?
Mm-hmm.
When I started talking about that rabbit,
I did.
She went to her drawer. She's got it in her hand right now.
Let me just kill the segment.
Yeah.
Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the small smacking off icon at the top of the screen now. Click the link at the bottom of the screen to watch last week's episode.